So today, the Mexican government is having a hearing on the issue of UFOs, like kind of like America did a few weeks ago. Where the CIA and the government admitted that we've been working with extraterrestrial stuff and like nobody even caught it, nobody even cared, and just kind of just went on by. It's funny because they can release all that, but they can't release the Epstein list. But whatever, I digress. But Mexico is having a hearing on UFOs, and like on the first day they brought out dead alien corpses and put it on Mexican TV. It is so wild. And I'm going to talk about that for a little bit and give you kind of a biblical explanation of all this in the video today. Don't go away. All right, guys, go ahead and smite thine like button, and all your dreams will come true. For some reason, I disappeared off the screen. Sorry about that. But anyway, here's the story. We've got Mexican officials show non-human corpses, which they claim are aliens during their first UFO hearing today. Let me just play this video for you. Mi no habla español, but if you'll notice here, they're going to bring out these boxes and uncover them. Apparently, these are like little containers for these little alien bodies. And I want you to see this here. This is some wild stuff. And apparently, there are little aliens in there. And as you can see them, they'll pull them out here in just a moment and let you see them. But yeah, it looks like E.T., man. There it is. And this is on Mexican television. This is like, this is public TV, and that's what they're showing to everybody right now. And this is not InfoWars. Like, this is like real Mexico public television. And guys, what a time to be alive, man. This is wild. And just let you take a look at all that right there. But guys, this is all over the place, all over the internet. They're talking about this today. But here's what I want you to see. I want you to know something. We have covered this already in our Third Adam documentary. You are being programmed to believe a lie. And I like the one thing that everybody debates is in 2 Thessalonians chapter number 2 about the grand delusion. And so it says right there, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, that God himself will send a strong delusion. Verse number 11, this cause God shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth but have pleasure in unrighteousness. And I believe a lot of people have debated what the strong delusion is, but it is sent by the Lord, but to people who have utterly rejected the gospel. And I believe that that is going to fully take place in the tribulation period. I think that a man can, I believe a man today can reject the light of his conscience and the light of creation, and he accepts darkness, and it kind of goes on and on and on, deeper, down into reprobation. And you can see Romans chapter 1, where it talks about God gave them over to a reprobate mind. And I think a lot of people have done that, unfortunately. But I think that what this is referring to is something that's going to happen in the tribulation period, a strong delusion. And we touched on this in Third Adam, where our very first documentary. And by the way, if you're new here, go check out our Third Adam series on our channel right there. We've got it in front of everybody. And there's a segment that we did on Thanos and the strong delusion there. And let's take a moment and play that for you.
You live in the entertainment era of humanity. We live in a time now where there are so many movies and live streaming services, video games. I mean, there's so much out there for you to consume in your life here on this planet. You could literally sit on the couch and never get up and spend your entirety of your existence watching stuff and never really scratch the surface of everything that's out there. I mean, there's that much material. And the thing is that all of these movies that are coming out now, they're all the same. There is an intergalactic tyrant who is coming to Earth, and the only hope that we have is to stand behind this superhero man, this man with superpowers, to oppose this tyrant coming from the sky. And, whether it be the Matrix or whether it be the DC Comics or the Marvel Comics movies. And what is happening is that the prince of the power of the air, Satan, who controls the media, he controls the airwaves, he controls all of that, is manipulating people and programming people for the tribulation period, where they will stand in the valley of Megiddo and oppose the coming of Christ, and they will have their leader, their general, the Antichrist, and they're going to oppose that galactic tyrant coming down. Now, I want you to notice that the past several years, the most successful and prominent of these movies has been the Marvel comic movies with the Avengers. The whole Thanos plot line that they had is basically the book of Revelation told from Satan's perspective. Thanos is this tyrant that's coming from outer space, and he is going to take over the world. And so the world has to stand behind these superheroes, these people who have power. The Antichrist will have power. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, Revelation 13, they all have power to heal, to make fire come down from heaven. These people will have super-like powers, superhuman-like powers, superhero-like powers. The one thing I find significant, a hero steps forward to take on this tyrant, and that hero is a person with one of his eyes darkened. And so he, with the same exact eye missing that the Bible says the Antichrist will have missing, he opposes this tyrant. They had the final battle, the Battle of Armageddon, where this evil tyrant loses. I mean, people are being programmed to receive the mark of the beast. They're being programmed to stand behind a one world leader. They're being programmed to oppose Christ. All I'm saying is that there's some striking similarities there, and I believe that the modern media is being used by Satan to program people to receive a world leader with superpowers. And that's going to be the Antichrist. And he'll be able to call fire down from heaven. He'll be able to heal. He will have godlike powers. And people are being programmed right now to accept that man.
And so if you want to get the rest of that, please take the time to go watch Third Adam. But this is playing into a grand illusion that is, I'm just amazed at how many people are buying into it. And it makes sense because the gospel is hid to these people. These people need the light of the glorious gospel, 2 Corinthians 4, to show up to them. But they're going to fall for this delusion, man. They're going to fall into this alien stuff. Now, can I just point blank tell you there are no such things as aliens, not in the sense that they are some creatures that live in a other galaxy somewhere across this universe. No, I don't believe that at all. There are demons, there are angels, and then that's it. That's the only two options it could be. So I do not believe that those bodies that they showed in that Mexican government, I think it's all a hoax. I think people are going to fall for it again and again and again, just because people are gullible, man. They just believe all that. When you have detached yourself from truth, you will fall for any lie. I promise you that. And so with this, one thing you got to know, biblically, there are no aliens. There are none. And I do believe, according to what we dealt with in our Third Adam series, that people are being programmed to think that, to believe the idea that when Jesus comes and meets the armies of the Antichrist, the Valley of Megiddo, that he is some alien invader. And if you just do a straight reading through the book of Revelation, you see all the horrors that are happening. Comets falling out of the sky, a third of the population dies, giant earthquake here, another third of the population of the world dies, rivers turn to blood. It is Jacob's trouble as God's judgment upon the world, the great and final tribulation. I mean, terrible things happen. The Antichrist most likely will take the line during that time, and will have the reasoning that it is this man who's coming from the sky that caused all these things to happen to us, and so therefore, if we want to stop all this, we've got to stop him. And they will go to the Valley of Megiddo and face Jesus, and of course they will be terribly defeated, of course, as the Bible clearly states. And you can go to Matthew 24, you can go to Revelation chapter 19, and then the Great White Throne Judgment is right after that, Revelation chapter 20, and a horrible, horrible day for those people. But that is going to be the delusion. The delusion is anti-gospel, anti-Christ. You don't want to believe that Jesus is the good guy. You want to believe that Jesus is the bad guy, kind of like you've been programmed with the Marvel movies that Thanos was the bad dude. And really, in those Marvel movies, Thanos is Jesus. Y'all do know that, right? Thanos is Jesus. and it's a Gnostic spin on the whole thing. You believe that the God of the Old Testament is a bad dude. You believe he's all law and he's all judgment and he's a killer, and you think I'm going to stand up against him, claim my power, and stand against this evil man. And that's just weird. So also we showed you in that Third Adam clip there about how Thor lost an eyeball and how that he was the most powerful of the Avengers, and he stood and killed Thanos. And the whole thing's satanic. The whole thing is satanic. So go check out the Third Adam series. We've covered all this stuff. I know that you really will be benefited by that. And then while you're at it, go see all of our other Third Adams. We just came out with Third Adam 4 here not too long ago. Third Adam 3, Third Adam 2, Third Adam 3X, and Third Adam 4. Man, you'll love all these things, and it will be a great joy and blessing to you. And then also, while you're at it, go ahead and check out our book we have available now on Amazon, Calling Evil Good, the Live Christian Rock and Roll. I know many of you are new and have not gotten this book yet. Go check it out. Link in the description below. You will love this book, and it'll show you a whole lot of other stuff that we talk about that we just touch on this channel. So God bless you, friend, and you guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time. Have a good day.